got the 4th round up from the Star Cup with Scott, Ellejandro, Larry, and David M.
All right, so we got Scott in first place. Oh, just barely loses it there, like just as I say something to David. David's got the star out. And looks like Ellejandro might be making, he might be moving up in the ranks here. You know, he catches up a little bit to 2nd, 3rd place, but not able to overtake anybody. He'll have plenty of chance to, though.
Yeah, it is Mario Kart. And David getting smashed by the blue.
Move your mic a little closer to your mouth.
All right. So David here sitting with that green shell. I guess he shot it behind him. Just trying to take these corners really well. All right, and Ellejandro has a boo there. Oh man. Oh, that's the worst. So he missed the jump and ended up like off stage. So they brought him back, but when they brought him back, it was like half a lap behind.
Oh man. He's got a lot of ground to cover to catch up.
There's a lot of things that can happen to you right here on this jump that Ellejandro is trying again. Yeah, if you get hit by any item while you're going up the jump, you got to go back down to the bottom of the hill to gain enough momentum to get over the jump. Because if you get hit towards the end, God forbid you get hit in the air, because like there's just nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
But if you get hit like towards the like where the actual jump is, it's worse, honestly.
We got Scott, Larry, and David, all 3 battling out for first.
Oh, and Scott just barely gets hit by that green shell there. But he has mushrooms to boost so that he can cover for that lost ground. And David's just shooting these red shells at him. Really close to hitting him, but he's got a whole trail of bananas. That's a ton of defense.
We got Scott, David, and Larry all on the final lap. Still anyone's game.
Yeah, dude, this is really, really close. We're right on top of each other. Ellejandro would still be in it if he didn't get set back so hard that one lap.
Yeah.
Like, he would not be that far behind him. Oh, runs into the wall, trying to cut that one too close. Now, there is one shortcut here that if Ellejandro knew about it, he might be able to make a comeback here.
Right here to the left.
Yeah. If he used that star, he might have gotten enough speed to get over to that left wall. But not everybody knows about that one. Not everyone is willing to try it. Personally, I would have given it a try on this last lap. Yeah. That far back, that's like the only way you could come back.
Yeah.
Just too many inputs turning left and right for Ellejandro. He ends up spinning out.
Looks like we got David M crossing the finish line in first, followed by Scott, and close behind Larry.
And Scott and Larry in third. All right. All right, Ellejandro didn't know that we were doing all the races in the circuit. He's trying to bounce a little early. You still got a chance, man. Yeah, I think maybe some of the hardest courses in the game are in this circuit. This one seems to give people a lot of problems. I don't think that it's particularly difficult, but there's just a lot of things that you can do, like small things, to shave off time, and people get tempted by it, like swerving between the penguins too close, or like trying to jump over small pieces of the water, like David just did. A lot of people take that jump too far. And of course the ice it's different physics, so, you know, there's less traction. People have a lot of trouble with that. David looking really clean though. I mean, I think he's put in some good practice for this. But there's no escaping the blue shell when you're in first place. Ooh, Ellejandro pretty far back. But first place, second place, and third place, man. This is really close. Then as I say that, Scott and Larry both take hits there. Scott fell into the water, ends up a frozen block of ice. Larry's going to have a chance to catch up, and he does end up passing him up. David looks like he's got this locked up. Yeah, that's David finishing first there. Oh, Scott's trying to make this comeback here. Oh, man, it was really close. But Larry finishes second. Scott's going to take third. And Ellejandro finishing up fourth again. Let's see, what do we got next here? All right. Oh, we got Royal Raceway. Okay. So there's definitely some problem areas that I see with this map. Players have trouble in the same spots. Some people take these corners too sharp, end up falling into the water. All right. David looking pretty clean here, and Scott with the early lead. So I hope that Scott can get enough speed to actually make it over this ramp. Okay, he's going to hit that last boost just fine. So if you get hit in the air with any item right there, that's an awful scenario. Another bad thing to happen is to miss the entrance to that ramp. Because if that happens, like, you have to, at 150cc, you cannot make the turn, like, at a fast speed to get back onto the ramp. You have to go further, or you have to slowly take the turn to get back onto the ramp. And it'll cost people a quarter, half a lap. Alright, Ellejandro sitting on the star here. You should definitely use that. But he has fallen into the water. Alright, David about to close up his second lap here. Man, he's taking these turns really well. That's another spot right there that David just passed up. Oh, he falls into a fake item box. Man, that sucks. But that curve that he was just taking, it's on a hill. And if you fall off of that hill, it puts you in a very bad position. Like, it's hard to get back up the hill. You have a lot of grass that you have to drive on to get back onto the track. I see players get really frustrated with that. Oh, David hit by Larry coming onto the ramp there. Ellejandro has decided to explore the Mario 64 castle. Pretty dope Easter egg. Oh man, is David gonna take this?
Oh.
Wow, what a move, dude. Alright, David in first, Scott in second, and Larry in third. We got Ellejandro in fourth here. Man, David's good.
Pretty much.
Oh, David M spins out there in the beginning. There's a lot of pretty difficult stuff to deal with in this course. Thwomps, obviously, like a really big obstacle that you have to deal with. The ones that chase you in the first room that you go into, man, those are so frustrating. So David M launches the lightning bolt there. Ellejandro is actually off the map, so the lightning bolt doesn't affect him at all. Ellejandro running into the bushes. Scott finishing up his first lap here. Larry not far behind him, and David neck and neck with Larry. So this is definitely anybody's race here. Oh, nice. David stopped the spin out from happening. That was really good. Alright, so Scott's starting his last lap here. Man, he has a really good lead on everybody else. Oh man, David is creeping up. Oh, I ran into the wall. And Scott gets hit by a shell or drives off the bridge there. Oh man, that drops him from first place to third place. Quickly takes second, and he ends up hitting David with a spare green shell that he's dragging behind him. Oh, David runs off the lava. That pretty much seals his third place finish. So it's going to be Scott or Larry here. Oh, Larry takes first place. Scott takes second. It's possible.